This question comes from, well, pretty much everyone with access to the internet and a mild sense of doom. What would happen if we launched all the world's nuclear weapons at the same time? Would the Earth crack in half? Would we create a second sun? Would the dinosaurs come back, but this time armed with laser rifles? Let's find out. There are around 12,500 nuclear warheads on Earth. That's an approximate number, since not every country likes to advertise the exact size of its end-of-the-world inventory. But let's assume every single one is operational, loaded, and ready to go. Now imagine that, for some reason, aliens, a global group chat gone wrong, or someone finally finishing the Uno reverse card, we decide to launch them all at once. What happens next is probably not what you think. First, let's talk about the firepower. The combined explosive yield of all those warheads is roughly 6,000 to 7,000 megatons. That's 6 billion tons of TNT. It sounds like a lot, and it is, but it's not enough to split the planet in half. The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, for example, released about 100 million megatons. So the Earth will survive. You might not, but the Earth, totally fine. Let's say we don't just launch them, we detonate them, all at once. Boom. If you were lucky enough to be in the International Space Station when this happened, you'd get a front row seat to a blinding display of light and heat across every continent. Within seconds, hundreds of cities vanish in mushroom clouds. Entire regions turn into firestorms, and the atmosphere begins to fill with soot and radioactive debris. Around 3 to 4 billion people live in urban areas. Most nukes are aimed at those areas. The death toll in the first few hours would likely be in the range of 1 to 2 billion. The shock waves, fireballs, radiation, and collapsing buildings would wipe out entire populations. Hospitals, emergency services, and communication networks would be gone. Completely. But here's where things get even worse. When hundreds of nuclear fireballs erupt across the Earth, they don't just vaporize cities. They ignite everything around them. Burning forests, plastics, buildings, cars. All of that smoke and soot shoots up into the stratosphere, and there it stays, for years. This blocks sunlight from reaching the ground. Global temperatures drop by 10 to 20 degrees Celsius in a matter of weeks. Crops fail, oceans cool, rain patterns collapse. This isn't just a few cold days, it's a full-blown nuclear winter. You might survive the blast. You might even survive the fallout. But try farming potatoes when it's snowing in Brazil and there's no sunlight for months. Famine becomes the new pandemic. Billions more could die in the following months from starvation. Oh right, and radiation. You didn't think we forgot about that, did you? Radioactive particles fall back to Earth like deadly glitter. You're now living in what's basically a microwave oven made of dirt. Cancer rates skyrocket. Birth defects rise. Water sources are poisoned. Whole areas become permanently uninhabitable. And remember, this isn't happening in one place. This is happening everywhere. There's no government anymore. No internet, no Twitter. Just you and your canned beans, hiding in a bunker. Global alliances? Gone. But hey, on the plus side, traffic's a lot better. Rats, cockroaches, and fungi rise as the new rulers of Earth. Wolves reclaim the suburbs. Pigeons forget people and try to form their own government. Let's suppose we weren't trying to end the world, but instead detonated all nukes on the moon. Huge crater, surface shakes, dust cloud, irradiated moon. The Earth wouldn't explode, but civilization would. Cities vanish, climate collapses. The world becomes colder, darker, and more dangerous. The real lesson here? Maybe don't.